Hey guys, it's Brickmaster AS here with another LEGO review. This is a Ninjago set called Chain Cycle Ambush. It is from the Possession Wave, $30 in the US. And let's get right into this vehicle. So let's move all this stuff off to the side. So it starts off, this is Wraith's Chain Cycle. Now this is a possessed motorcycle. We see in the TV show Wraith possesses a small normal sized bike and it explodes into this giant kind of ghostly flaming bike in the TV show, and it has some kind of flying aspects and almost teleporting aspects type, because that's how he goes and reaches the ninja. But just looking at the bike as itself, it looks a lot like it did in the show. It might have been a tad bigger in the show, but we're just going to start at the beginning as the front singular wheel. It has these kind of two spike elements along with the gear for the wheels. And if it doesn't spin here, as you can kind of see, it doesn't spin. But if you can find the perfect opening, or can kind of get these joints right here just loose enough with bushings, the wheel will spin really nice and really fast. I'm kind of going up with the chain theme. We got two chains coming up to the sticker on the top here. And if you look closely, sorry for moving the camera there. You can kind of see there's almost a face, because there's kind of like the eye. It kind of looks like a face. Kind of, these would be like the snout or the tusks or the teeth. But, you know, and then these are kind of like the exhaust, like on some cars or whatever. You have the things coming down with the flame shooting up. That's kind of what these represent. And these are old elemental blades they used to be used as in the Ninjago line. Now they're just kind of used as this decorative element. Kind of going down, if we just move these down, you can kind of just see what's back there. Just kind of greebly and some ghostly transparent stuff. We have one of the screamer discs on this side. On this side, and then moving that back up. You have an identical one on this side, and each of these sides are identical on each side. Moving up, you can see we have two stud shooters here, one on each side. You kind of see the chains come up to the top, to the driver's seat, and here kind of the handlebars. There's where he sits or stands. You kind of have these tines going up along with these big flame things, and they're on a ratchet, so you can kind of up and down. Then you can see it better, but you can go out with them. Then you can really go really far out if you go around the wheel. And I usually keep them at one out, pass straight up and down, and you can keep them right back here and they're right out of the way for the back wheels. The back wheels are on a single axis, so they don't turn except for the flex in the axle that's holding them. You can kind of see there's the engine on the back here. The wheels have another one of these spike elements. The wheels actually have spikes on the side. So this thing you could just picture as a kind of in your play universe, just kind of running and ramming into other things with all the spikes and the things kind of sticking off of it. But going back to the top where the driver sits, you are seeing this kind of crate here backed by the engine. These are actually little balls on chains, if I can get them out. There we go. There's two of them you get. And just kind of have these Technic ball type things on the end. And looking back here, you can see this. I'm sure you're wondering what this was if you haven't already seen or have this set before. So it's a catapult, and you can kind of see the rubber band right there. So it's meant for sticking this ball in there and shooting the thing off, and that just went behind the table there. But so you get two of them to kind of shoot, and the farther you go, the more it goes, and it also goes more up too, depending on your angles. But yeah, that is the chain cycle that Wraith has for this set. It is a superb bicycle, and you can kind of see this wave, I believe there was two big bikes, and the other was Cole's Boulder Blaster. So you kind of have an equal mashup almost between the two bikes. Now, yeah, the size of this one's obviously a lot bigger, and it's actually three-wheeled, so it's not quite as, probably has a little bit more power. I don't know enough about bikes to know if that would be a thing, but then this dual-wheeled bike here. But yeah, otherwise they're fairly similar. You can just see Cole's bike is smaller by a hair. But yeah, so that is Wraith's Ghost Cycle. And going on there, we have next, let's go to this small little ghostly type tendril thing shrine guarding this arrow blade. And we know the arrow blades are what all the ninja are after in all of the possession sets. Um, so it's a small build, minimal number of pieces, but it still looks pretty cool. You can kind of turn the things going around, but then they get all out of whack and whatnot. But sorry for all the noise out there. But yeah, so it's just a small thing, kind of for Zane and the set to go get. But yeah, setting that aside, we can just take a quick piece close-up look at the arrow blade, all on that same universal arrow blade piece that they're all built on. And now let's go to Zane's flyer. So it almost kind of looks like it's backpack type deal, but it's folded up right now. These sides and wings kind of come out as a little transforming type detail. So you can have them come all the way out or halfway, or if you like you want, you can have them closed all the way. Has some icy blue exhaust. It's built really well. And Zane is built with this clip on his back to attach him so he can kind of fly under it and kind of use it as a glider. Or there's two studs on the top for Zane to stand on and use as kind of a hoverboard. So yeah, it's just a small little vehicle that has a dual purpose for Zane to use. Can't see the underside. These would probably be things kind of helping it boost up. So this would be forward, and these would be helping it boost upwards. Excuse me. So then next, let's go to the minifigures. And since you were seeing Zane, let's go to Zane right away. He has this really cool elemental blade staff type weapon that he gets. And Zane is in his air jitsu powered up form. Helmet, or his hood, is completely white, no print on that. But you can see his print there. Excellent print for this figure. And on the back, nothing on the back of the head. We have the clip. And looking at the back of Zane, excuse me, just basic print for Zane. Still looks really good though. Now we go on to the Ghost minifigures here. There's not much. I mean, ghosts are ghosts, but they are well done. Here's Wraith with this staff, and it kind of is this blade on the end, and this is kind of his flail type weapon that he has. And in the show, it was a lot bigger, which you can easily do if you have some of the longer chains or a number of these small black ones really extend it out. But setting the chain aside with that cool blade on the end, we have Wraith. In the simplest form, transparent legs, great prints. Taking the face off, we kind of see it's all wrapped up around. You have more of that wrapping on the back. Yeah, kind of see the symbol hidden behind the chain. Yeah, great figure to get and a great collectible ghost to have because he's kind of one of the more iconic head ghosts. And here we have Pyrus or Piratus. Basic sword. Again, he's kind of the similar print that a lot more of the generic ghosts get that aren't more main role figures. You don't really see Piratus in the show. You just see a lot of unnamed ghosts. Has that same vampiric type ghost face that a lot of them get. A little bit better there. The light hitting it. If we can get a good spot for the camera. Yeah. And then we have the two Screamers. Oops, sorry, they're not quite in the camera there. One gets ice cream cone and a head of a sai and or blade, and this one gets a wrench. Two prints. And these Screamers are to be used as possessors to put on the heads of a ninja like they've been possessed. And that is all. So, one other small thing I want to show you once I get everything on camera again here. Okay. That is just this blade. Now this is just made with extra parts from the set. Excuse my voice there. I'm sick, so my voice isn't perfect yet, but this is just an extra blade you can make from the set with extra pieces. And it's a great looking ghost blade to have for one of the ghosts. So it's not an actual official weapon, but it looks good. So I hope you enjoyed the set. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more videos, and I hope to talk to you again soon. See ya.